Kyle Kulinsky is a little bit smarter than Cenk, Uygur, and Anna Kasparian, which make Ben Shapiro afraid of him. So, I talked about this before. That was the only interaction Ben Shapiro had with Kyle Kulinsky. So Kyle Kulinsky posted the column Ben Shapiro wrote when he was 18 about why the war in Iran, the war in Iraq is good for America. So, enemy civilian, okay by me. And then Ben Shapiro responded, so glad you found a column I wrote when I was 18 and I've routinely and consistently disowned. So Ben Shapiro tried to make the argument that he does not agree with what he wrote anymore. And then that article showed the list of articles Ben Shapiro disowned. But Kyle Kulinsky responded with the column he wrote in 2005 when Ben Shapiro was 21, why the war in Iraq is right for America. So Ben Shapiro got KO'd by Kyle Kulinsky. And also, Kyle Kulinsky has had some legendary Ben Shapiro response video where he completely annihilated him. Like, for example, So for example, this is one of my favorite Kyle Kulinsky video. That was legendary. Ben Shapiro audience destroy him with logic and YouTube dislike. That was like 16 minutes long that you can watch it for yourself. And it was legendary. So Ben Shapiro he's intellectually afraid of Kyle Kulinsky. And I don't care what anybody say. He's afraid of Kyle Kulinsky. He's equally afraid of Kyle. He's afraid of Kyle Kulinsky as much as he's afraid of Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, yeah, he's a Nazi. He's a Nazi and he glorified Adolf Hitler. So it makes sense for Ben Shapiro to be afraid of him. But Kyle Kulinsky, it doesn't really make sense because Charlie Kirk was not afraid of Kyle Kulinsky. And Charlie Kirk debated Kyle Kulinsky in Politicon in 2019. Matt Walsh never debated Kyle Kulinsky, but they had the video response to each other in 2021 and then in 2023. So Matt Walsh has proven he's not afraid of Kyle Kulinsky. And it's the same with Michael Knowles, but Michael Knowles actually debated him on Piers Morgan. Now, does Kyle Kulinsky have delusional takes sometimes? Yes, he does. Like, for example, when he did his 2024 electoral map, he really believed Kamala Harris could have won a state like Iowa. That's how delusional he was. Iowa was a state Trump won in 2016 and in 2020. And the reason why Kyle Kulinsky was so embarrassingly wrong in his 2024 presidential map is because he refused to believe the 2020 election was stolen. If Kyle Kulinsky had believed the 2020 election was stolen, he would have realized that Trump should have easily win Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia, and Nevada. Okay, that's pretty much it.